Hey, what's up, you money makers and Zomedica Corp holders? Welcome back to this video. In this particular video, we are going to talk about what Zomedica Corp is doing as a stock, why there is a price action. It is up 13.15%. I'll be sharing how I doubled my money in Zomedica Corp as well. When did I buy the stock? When I sold it, I was curious for myself as to how much I earned in Zomedica Corp. So I'll be also sharing one of my account, a screenshot with you, and I'll share how much money I made in Zomedica Corp and when I bought it and when I sold it and what you should learn out of it. In this particular video, we'll talk about further into Zomedica Corp's earning, which has started spiking up $4.1 million in revenue with 74% gross margin. That puts this stock into a pretty good opportunity zone. We'll talk about why Zomedica Corp has started soaring as well, what it brings in the future for their investors. We'll also talk about whether Zomedica Corp can hit 50 cents or not. I shared this video before a couple of days, and we have been talking about whether Zomedica Corp can hit 50 cents or not, which itself is 50 to 60% profit return on investment if someone bought it around 35 cents where the stock was there before a couple of days. Without further delay, I just wanted to ask you if you can hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. That will be super helpful. Doesn't really cost you anything. You want to subscribe to the channel. We have been talking about many OTC penny stocks. We have been pretty successful in 2021. I'm going to share one of more reason and how I doubled more than anything else, how I doubled my money in one of my investment account. I have multiple accounts, but just wanted to share one quick account and how I made $2,164.95. So $2,164.95. I'll be sharing that with you. Hit the like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and help and support the channel. Let's get into it. Zomedica Corp 13.32% up right now. 5-day we are up 14%. But think about it, when we talked about the stock, we were 31 cents. Since then, 40 cents is 35% return on the investment just in a couple of days. So that's the power when you are watching out and when you do your own due diligence and analysis. By the way, this video is not for only for the entertainment purpose. It's not an advice to buy or sell the stock. I'm not a financial advisor, so keep in mind, penny stocks are risky in nature. Risk versus reward. You can double, triple, quadruple your money, but on the flip side, you can lose 50% as well. So don't invest the money that you're not willing to lose. For 1 month, we are up 28%. For 6 months, we are up down 37%. But for year to date, we are up 10 to 11%. Now, this stock can have a great future given that the catalyst of their revenue that is spiking up. Not only that, they're also moving forward aggressively with their growth strategy. They acquired a company, PulseVet, I'll talk about that in a second, which is this company right here, Zomedica Corp, that acquired PulseVet shockwave technology, which is working out so well. But before that, let me share this information with you. So I bought Zomedica Corp, the first one on in 26th of January 2021, 1,000 stock at 97 cents. Which cost me $970. I sold that stock at $2.10. So $970 investment turned into $2,099, almost $2,100, which was a profit or gain of $1,129.99. It took me pretty much February and March, so 1 month and 1.5 weeks, more or less. I doubled my money. I bought more on 26th as well at the same price, which I sold 97 cents, which I sold at $2.04, $534 when I invested $485. That was more than 100% return just within 5 weeks. So you want to consider that as well. I did a couple of swing trades as well. As you see, I bought on January 11th and I sold it January 13th, 1,000 shares. Bought it at 84 cents, sold it at $1.05, made $209.98, which itself is 25%-ish profit if you can do the math on your calculator. Once again, I bought March 4th, 2021 and sold it at 17th of March. 1,000 stock maybe made at 30 cents. And again, very similar story. I made more or less 12 to 13% return, but all in all, in 4 trades, I made $2,164.94. So the moral of the story is you make money when you sell the stock, and I many times hold it for a short to mid-term for many penny stocks, but I make sure that I have clear exit strategy for myself. Now, if you want to learn more about it, you want to subscribe to this channel, you can turn on the notification bell, and don't forget to hit the like button. I put in a ton of energy, effort, and my time into building this video, hoping I can educate you all and you can make informed financial decision. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not smarter anyway, but what I do is I do a ton of analysis, ton of research, and share back with the community. If today is your lucky day, make sure you can hit that Patreon link. It's $4.99 a month, but we have private Discord. You can talk to myself and a few more like-minded people. But Zomedica Corp, one of the great trade that I had, and this is just one investment account just for the sake of transparency. I do not own any Zomedica Corp, but I started looking into ZOM stock once again because it is looking a lot more lucrative. The reason is they have announced the 4th quarter earning. By the way, I shared this in my previous videos as well. When Zomedica Corp was 30 cents, that there is a potential it can hit 50 cents, and I still believe that if the company continues to grow in the revenue, the gross margin, profitability, so on and so forth, we will be seeing higher price point for Zomedica Corp. Right now, there's a lot of FUD going on in the market, so you want to consider that as well. So the company acquired a company called Pulse Vet, and with that company, Zomedica Corp, the full year 2021 revenue is 4.1 million compared to no revenue in both the periods in 2020. The gross margin at the moment is 73.9%. Zomedica ended the year with cash and cash equivalents on hand with $195 million. So the company has a ton of money, cash on hand, so that eliminates the possibility that company is going to do stock dilution. I do not foresee in a short term there is any stock dilution coming, but that's just me, and you want to do your own due diligence. However, Pulse Vet revenue grew 4 million in 4th quarter 2021, which is an increase of 66% over its 4th quarter in 2020 that they had a revenue of 2.4 million. It is a standalone company. So the goal, the crux of the matter is, the conclusion is the company only had $2.4 million in revenue. They grew to 4 million. Zomedica bought them, added into their book of business. They are gonna get the profitability out of that as well, and they're going to get the net profit proceeds as well. The another product that Zomedica Corp has is True Forma product that there was a lot of buzz last year. The revenue grew, very negligible revenue, $73,000 in 4th quarter, but there's a potential that it can grow as well because 3rd quarter the revenue was $22,500. That almost tripled, and we are looking at 73,000 at the moment on the 10K form in 2021, and the full year revenue, they announced their earnings, and we are looking further into 2022 as to what the company does. Now, this Zomedica Corp True Forma product is one of a kind. It's a unique product. It's going to help the vet health experts as well as the vet owners, and this Pulse Vet is kind of a great innovative technology. It's a shockwave therapy, the leader into the vet shockwave technology. This is a pretty unique product. The device is the way you see it is right here, and what this is used, it's easier to use, it's faster. It gives up to 480 pulse per minute to allow a quick treatment. It is more powerful, validated by correspondence to power settings of Pulse Vet's previous shockwave device, Versatron, and which is most clinically proven shockwave device in the vet medicine. Now, more than that, it gives a smaller, faster, and powerful and easier to use, and it is a one-of-a-kind shockwave therapy, and its technology is utilized by most vets clinic and the vets themselves into the industry. Now, what it means in terms of the technology is basically shockwave technology is that's used by this device that utilizes electrohydraulic source to create the most effective shock waves for the medical purposes. True shockwave generated for the medical purposes consists of the dominant pressure pulse, which climbs steeply to make sure that it's some tenth or even hundreds of megapascals with that rate within the several nanoseconds. So it's faster, smoother, super effective. Now, why Zomedica Corp spiked up is the reason is once again $4 million in revenue, 74% gross margin. The company is aggressively moving. They might acquire more company. Their balance sheet is looking healthy. They have $195 million cash on hand as well, and they gain new acquisition that is driving the Q4 top line revenue. Now the stock surged 23% before a day, and this is a bit dated article, but what I want you to focus on is what this particular analyst is talking about. $4 million in revenue quarter to full year. The short of market of expectations. They're falling a little bit short, but the company is doing pretty great compared to last year. While the company recorded no revenue in prior year in Q4 and full year 2021, company reached 4.1 million with their growth and acquisition that they just made, with 66% year-over-year growth with the standalone business that they bought just now. So there's a great future. Zomedica acquired Pulse Sweat, which is a maker of non-invasive shockwave therapy treatment, which is device to animal health industry. Meanwhile, True Pharma product also grew. They have now $74,000 in revenue, and it has also exponential potential. Company expect to release the full financial earning in 10K form March 1st, which is today, and you may be able to see on the website. Now, why Zomedica stock is soaring today? We pretty much covered everything, but it got a ton of traction. It was once upon a time very popular penny stock. Many people bought, including myself. I shared how much money I made in one of my investment account. In the other accounts, I made a few, maybe like a couple of $1,000s as well that I don't really remember at the moment, but it turned out to be a pretty good stock. My goal is not here to brag about myself or how much money I made or anything. Rather, I wanted to share the learning and how I made money. I'm not perfect myself either, and you cannot really time out the market. What you can do on your end is you can do a ton of analysis, and most importantly, you can find out what is your exit strategy that has worked in the past, or you can learn from someone. Now, looking at the average volume, we look at 16.9 million, which is the average volume. Today's volume is 37 million, which is going on pretty well. And if you take a look further into this historical price point, 36 million volume, once again, it is going to exceed the volume that we have seen on Friday. Now, looking further into the stock price, 30 cents, 29 cents, and we precisely topped in the past, and we once hit 50 cents as well, and right now we are at 38 cents. There's a massive potential that we can go back to 50 cents and even higher levels. We have seen $2.92 for this particular stock. I remember, I believe I sold this stock at $2.60 in my other financial brokerage account that I can share maybe in future. But I just wanted to quickly share how I made money. If you take a look at this chart, I like to see the chart. Right now, our RSI is 62, which is not overbought, not an oversold condition. Pretty healthy RSI. This is the RSI I like to see. The moving average is 32.86, so 32 cents. Right now we are at almost 40 cents. This is kind of the chart I like to see as well, which is showing us a very bullish chart, which will help this moving average to go into the positive direction, into the north. Now we are at the consolidation stage at the moment, and can become a sine wave going into the very positive direction. So you want to keep that in mind. We are seeing some of the green juicy bars right here, which is once again buying volume. This is something you really should see. I like to see. Right now there's a lot of FUD, ton of FUD going on in the market. Looking at it, Nasdaq is down 0.46%, S&P is down 1%, and Dow Jones is down 1.22%. But if you take a look at Zomedica Corp, what a stunning graph. We have been following this. I did not, for the sake of transparency, I did not really buy at 29 cents. I've been looking into it pretty closely. Instead, I ended up buying UAMY. That's another great stock that can 2x. I can speak about that. Let me know in the comment section below if you want to learn more about any other stock, any other penny stock. I'm happy to cover them. Also, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. Also, you can join my Patreon, guys. Doesn't really cost you too much. You can recoup your investment in just a couple of trades for the entire year and many years in future. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Go Zomedica Corp.